Okay, so we got that relaxation. Keep repeating this until they're relaxed. Shake them out, and they should be able to stand here. The knees bent, kind of reasonably athletic, but they should be able to stand in this position for hours. All right, finger off trigger, of course. Now what I tell the students, and I demo this myself so they know exactly what I want them to do, without contorting the joints, because another common deficiency with pistol craft, I don't know why this takes foothold, but people tend to have the gun control them versus they control the gun. I see it all the time. Like, instead of just bringing the gun up to your sight level, they come down here and they kind of crowd. Like, we control the gun. The gun doesn't control us. All right, as a general principle. So when we come back here to the right hip, if you're right-handed, say the imaginary holster, we don't want to contort our joints and adapt. We just let's be athletic. Let's let our joints do naturally what they want to do. So from this position, this relaxation, what I do now, I'd say, and I demo this, I say, come back, say to a holster on your right hip, and let your joints float. Like, don't artificially contort them or whatever. Just be naturally athletic. And at this point, you ask them, okay, what is the last portion of your support hand to touch, engage the pistol? Okay, where? What here and what here, all right? And if they naturally do this, what you self-explore, and of course validate this for yourself, the last portion to touch the pistol is the upper surface of the index finger, all right? And where does it touch? It touches the inner portion, get it on the film here, it touches the inner portion of the trigger guard, all right? So you can validate this for yourself, right? That's the last place for that to touch. So it stands to reason the first place for the index finger, for the support hand, to touch, engage the pistol is that location, right? The inner part of the trigger guard, that upper portion of the finger. Now you may ask, well, where on the finger? The first knuckle or what have you? Like, where exactly? That is very, very specific to the student, the end user. Because once they form that grip and they come back here naturally, it's going to be specific to them. What you can do, what I do is I take the pistol, I'll push into their hand, not too hard, but right, just shy of pain. And then I'll pull away, and there's a little indent right here. And that indent is that contact point, right? And it's very specific for that platform of pistol and that person's anatomy, their size of their hands and stuff, right? With the correct grip, with that rear engagement, starting from that correct grip. So we're really building the end in mind. We're taking the end in mind and working backwards, if that makes sense, okay? So why is that important? Well, if that's the first place to contact, and that's a contact point, everything rolls right into place. It's almost like it rolls into place to form that perfect grip, okay? So you touch and it just rolls right into place to form that grip. That's really what we're talking about here. So now let me just jump into, I'll make it the next video so you can skip it if you want, but the tarp analogy of why and how this works.